Hello everyone. This video is to honor JewWario, and I wanted to talk about JewWario because I really feel JewWario's loss in the world is something that really affects our community, really. He talked about Japanese games, how to import and play games on a domestic console, and he always was happy in himself. He did not always do like plays and personas and stuff. He had characters and such, but his important message was always to be himself and to enjoy what he did. And I always felt like that was something very important to our community, because we have growing personalities that are just crazy and exaggerated and over the top and that. And while that has its place, I think it's really important to display the importance of be oneself. If anyone ever looked at like my oldest of old videos, like way before I even started doing what I do now, you wouldn't see videos where I was trying to emulate a persona of being angry and such. And JewWario really shows how that, like, if you're good at that, you could, but it's far more important to be yourself, to enjoy what you're doing, to enjoy what you're talking about, to love what you do. And I wanted to talk a little about how over the years of JewWario's video career has influenced me to be more and more into Japanese games. So, my first Japanese game I ever imported and ever got was Lunar Magical School, because I loved the Lunar series so much, and this was the only entry that never came to America. And I always wanted to get it. And I was able to get a sealed copy that still had its spine and its little cards and its booklet and everything. And it really got me more curious to what kind of games that America missed. And it opened such a treasure trove of so many games that America never got, like the Glory of Hercules series. I can't remember how to pronounce this one. This is a Squaresoft title. This was an RPG that never came to the US. I also have another RPG that Squaresoft also did. That's more of an action-oriented game that I got. I also became more increasingly interested in mini games, a series that the original creator of Fire Emblem made. This is a reimagining of the first and second game. It was a special collector's version that came with pins, and it had a very fancy little spine card and a little booklet and its nice case. This was 1 and 2, as you can see on it. America did get the first one of this on the Sega Genesis called War Song in America. We never got the sequel, and that's what I got that for. And I've done lots of games over the time. I started a lot with the Saturn when it came with importing, because the Saturn was amazingly a very simple console to import for. I have the Italian Shining Force 3 trilogy that's on the Sega Saturn all in Japanese, even though that the first title was available to the English-speaking audience, but the West had never ever reached our shores before. And sometimes I even get them, sometimes due to rarity of English versions, such as the Panzer Dragoon series. The RPG is incredibly rare when it comes to America, and that's why I have a Japanese version of that. And it also inspired me to, I thought at the point I had known so many games Squaresoft has done, and stuff like this showed up. And, I never knew such games even fucking existed. And then, of course, there was the third Secret of Mana game that never came to America either. And I even got that, and there's the Toulon series of Magic Dungeon games. I have the Italian series of that. I got that. I got Yangus's Dungeon, which was a spin-off of that. I got stuff from Suda 51, like his Michigan game. And then even now, I got recent stuff I haven't even shown yet on my channel. Tales of Rebirth, a Lone Kenshin RPG for the PS1, Legend of Heroes 2 for the Super CD-ROM for the TurboGrafx system or the PC Engine. You know, I had stuff like Cylene 2 that never came to America. The Castlevania arcade game, physical version never came to America. Technically the arcade game did. And you know, I really feel like JewWario JewWario expressed to go out of the reaches of your country to see really interesting games that aren't per se just from your country. You can find all kinds of interesting games like Splatterhouse Womp Graffiti, Java Quest. I have a whole array of like the Tales Game Boy Advance games, the Dragon Quest Caravans, the Mother 1 and 2, the Moon, the Magic Vacation game that came before the DS game that we never actually got. Star Ocean Blues Field. And there was I got like the Shimatensei card games that were on the Game Boy Color. I have a whole array of Japanese Super Nintendo titles like Bahamut Lagoon that never came out. That was a Scryosoft game. A number of the Dragon Quest games that we do have now. Shimatensei 1, 2, If. I also got the Last Bible, which, Last Bible 3, Shimatensei The Last Bible 3. I really feel like JewWario really expressed to a lot of people to go seek games that never really came to their country. Because there's a lot of good games that never come to our countries from Japan or even other countries. I mean, hell, Super Fighter Team has bought stuff like this, which was a Taiwan RPG that never went anywhere else in the world. You could argue that Super Fighter Team in a way does a similar thing, bringing games that had either no life or came from small other areas of the world and never branched anywhere. But I truly will miss JewWario. I really miss I really missed his You Can Play This series, and I know that he had less and less time to devote to them a lot of time. And you know, real life things come up, and it's quite clear something was going on behind the scenes that none of us, not even that guy with the glasses people, even know what was happening. And it might be possible we never will know what was happening behind the scenes, behind JewWario's choice to take his life. And like last night when I was doing a stream, I talked to a few viewers, and I can relate in a way because I've been there. I've been there when I was young in my life, you know, because my accent and my speech impairment issues that came from me being young and incapable of hearing when I was young, stagnating my learning at a young age. You know, I wasn't somebody popular or anything, you know. I was a kid people would love to kick down the stairs and shit, you know. So, you know, a lot of times when I was young, I always wondered, like, why do I live? Why do I exist? Why am I here? Why should I live on? Why Why should I? And, you know, that's in the past, and I feel like I have grown up and been more accepted from people in society, but no matter what, there's going to always be people out there that don't like you, that think you're stupid and hateful and stuff. And you know what? You're not stupid. You're not stupid. I'm not stupid. No one is stupid. Don't ever call yourself, like, don't ever call yourself stupid. Don't ever think you're not loved or anything. We may never know why JewWario did this, but a lot of people feel like there was truly probably some kind of issue with real life, sadly. And you know, if you ever feel like that kind of thing is coming up in your life, you need to talk to someone. Go to your family. Go talk to someone. Go talk to someone. Come talk to me. I'll listen to you. Come talk to me if you really need somebody. I'll listen. I'm sure your family would listen. I'm sure. Don't ever think you're alone in this world, because I truly understand that too. Sometimes I feel like I'm alone in the world, but here and there we all get depressed and sad. But you gotta believe that there are people out there that care about you. And I did care about JewWario. I really regret that I've never got to meet him in person, that I never got to shake his hand and tell him how much joy and how much it meant to me that he encouraged people to be themselves, how to go explore new reaches of the gaming world that we may have never truly ever tried before. I mean, I don't think I ever would have really cared about trying Dragon Quest Kenshin if I never even started getting into Japanese games. Like, I would just probably said that it's just a plastic sword and that. And it's a really fun game, and it's not even that hard to really play, to be honest. It's pretty easy to figure out. I guess the message I really want to leave here is that it is, of course, a great loss to our community, and sadly these things happen, but I think it's very important that we try to keep in mind what we say on the internet, because while we all get hateful comments and things, and it's important to note, though, not everything's always hate either. Sometimes, you know, just feedback, legitimate feedback, and some people sometimes take that as hate, and it's important to understand that even negative comments that are in a feedback way, or sometimes a way to show affection, that they want you to prove, they want you to go steps beyond where you are. But of course, we want to avoid having a tragedy like this again. We want to avoid having a tragedy ever like this again. And I can't just encourage people to just, like, you know, never say anything bad to people or anything again or that. But try to keep in mind what you're saying when you leave a comment to a video. I know there's some despicable, nasty people out there that have done awful things, like the gentleman who faked being crippled on Twitch and things. Yes, there are some disgusting people out there, and it's sad people do that kind of thing. But keep in mind, there's a lot of good people with good hearts, that want to do good things for our community, that want to see our community soar into the sky higher, that want to be respected as an art, to be respected as storytelling, to be respected as an interactive medium, and not this kind of shit that society wishes for it to be imagery that is blame for mortal and things. And it's such a shame that we lost somebody who expressed messages like that, that expressed himself. It's really a sad loss. So I ask you, my son bros, I ask you, for today, for tomorrow, for this month, for the rest of January, please praise JewWario. Praise his family. Praise his loved ones. Let us praise the sun today for JewWario. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate everyone's viewership, and I hope everyone will pay their respects to JewWario's loss to his loved ones and his family. He had a wife, and he had many friends among that guy with the glasses. I hope everyone will be respectful of such. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope everyone looks forward back to the normal schedule.